Do you have a specific example around the sweet spot trainer as far as maybe like an early iteration, or what led you to first start using it, or anything else kind of behind the scenes about that?
I mean, and this obviously it just slides off. So what people could do is practice with it. And if the ball hits the edge here, it'll deflect. So they know when they're hitting off center, and it will bring their eyes to focus more on that contact area. And I say contact area because, and maybe you can see it's high enough, that the contact of a ball on a racket happens too fast for the human eye to see, just that contact. With a tennis ball, it's 3 to 4 1,000ths of a second, that point of contact, way too fast for the human eye. The human eye can see about 60 cycles per second. So that's 1/60th of a second is what the human eye can pick up. So what we tell people is, whether it's a tennis racket or a pickleball paddle or anything, even a baseball bat and ball, is you want to do what's called gaze control. There's a 3-foot area where your focus is effective prior to contact. And that's the area that you want to zoom into. And that will help you. In other words, you don't want to be looking away totally, because it's going to be harder, right? Your eyes do need to function. So the whole idea, where I come from, I had at least 30,000 hours, individual hours of tennis instruction. And in that time, you learn what frustrates people, what's difficult for people to learn. I did coaches workshops for years, maybe 500 different workshops for tennis coaches primarily. And in one of them in New England, I asked 75 coaches, what are the 3 things, write down the 3 things that you're sick and tired of saying to students. These are people that teach 30, 40 hours a week. And the things that they said were the typical 3 things that have been said for the last 50, 60 years on tennis courts or longer. And those were: bend your knees, racket back, and watch the ball. And while those are, in a vacuum, sometimes, yeah, it's good to get your racket back, prepare your racket faster, earlier, but at the same time, it's limited. It's very ambiguous. Bend your knees, well, how much? So we've got different devices that help with all these basics, and we try to give coaches options to help them help their students improve. So whether they go to Home Depot and do something, or whether they get a training aid from us, the main thing is to help their students improve, because a happy student is someone who's improving. They come back for more, they tell their friends, and sports and wellness grow. And that's the whole idea, is to help people in general with their mental, physical, and social health.